Hello, you are welcome to today's tutorial. It is a privilege to have you here. You are welcome.
Gentlemen, thank you. You are welcome.
Yeah, on this channel, we basically drop tutorial video concerning multimedia and how we can improve our church service. I believe you don't want to mix our next content. Therefore, please hit the subscribe button and turn off the notification bell so you will not be left out whenever, anytime we drop our next content. Thank you.
Thanks for your support.
Yeah, in today's video, I'm going to continue from our last video on how to edit our sermon reel. And if you have not watched the part 1 of this video, I'm going to drop the link down this video description so we can be on the same page. And like I promised in our last video that the part 2 will be on how to edit the main sermon, and which that we're going to discuss in this video. And I believe you don't want to miss out the last episode of this series, which is how to edit the outro. Therefore, I say please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you will not miss out anytime, any day we drop the next one. Thank you. Yeah, welcome. This is the software I'm going to use, Adobe Premiere Pro 2021. So as you can see, timeline, no sequence. So we are going to create sequence. So I say we come to this place and say sequence. So I'll come to setting and I'll come to this place. I'll click on custom and my time base will be 2:3. Yes, this is what I want to talk about. For the purpose of this editing summary, we are going to create two sequences, the one of 9:16 and the one of 4:5. You will understand as time goes on. Yeah, so the first frame size we are going to use is 1080 and 1920. And I will come to this place and select square. I will come to this place and select no field. So I will call this sequence main sequence, because this will be my main sequence. And for me to create my second sequence, I will come to this place and I will click on this sequence settings. From this place, I will come to custom. My time base will be 23.976, and this place I will say 1080, and here it will be 1350, and I will choose the one of square and I will set no feed as well. So here I will call this sequence subsequence. And please, for the sake of time, I'm just trying to make things easy so that this video will not be too long. Please, all you need to do is just to put everything you need on your timeline and just put it wherever they need to be. So the next thing for me to do is to bring my video and I'll bring it to the timeline of my 4:5. So this is the video right there. So the next thing for me to do is to click on this video. I will come to my effect control and I will increase the scale. So once that is done, so the next thing for me to do from this place is to check Apostle Lazarus video. So the next thing for me to do right now is to come to my main sequence, which is this one, and I will drag this my subsequence into the main sequence. And this is what I have. The next thing for me to do right now is to duplicate this subsequence. I will click on it. I will hold my Alt key on my keyboard and drag it up. Okay, so the one below is what I will click on, and I will come to effect control and I will increase the scale as well. Once that is done, I will come to my effect here and I will search for Gaussian blur. This is it over here, and increase it to 50. So the next thing for me to do after applying my Gaussian blur effect is to come to color and I will bring down my saturation to 0. But me looking at it is not that deep, just like Apostle Lazarus video. So the next thing for me to do to get this kind of darkness is to bring down my exposure a bit. So I can just bring it down to -1.5. I can now see that it's kind of dark in the same way. So the next thing for me to do from this point is to bring in the church logo, which is this. I will drag it onto the timeline. I will click on the logo and come to effect control and reduce the scale to 25. And I will use the positioning tool here to align the logo in any place I want it to be. So we can now see that the logo is well positioned. So let me go back to the main video we are using, which is this. So The next thing for me to do right now is to write the name of the church. I will come to my text tool here and I will click on this place. I will write the name of the church. So this is the name of the church. So I will need to align that name very well. So for me to do that, I will come to graphics here. So the next thing for me to do from here is to use this align and transform tool here to make sure my title, which is the name, is properly aligned. So properly align the name. So the next thing for me to do is to choose a font, and the font I'm going to use for this will be, and this is it over here. So I will drag this name to the end. So the next thing for me to do from here is to put the title of the message. The same thing, I'm going to click on this text to here and I will write the title of the message. The title of the message is School of God. So this is it here. So all I need to do again is to use my align and transform tool here to properly align this text in any place I want it to be. So I have properly aligned the title of the message. The next thing for me to do is to change the font, and the font I want to use is, I will come to this place there. So I'm going to use the one of semi-bold. As you can see, we've written the title of the sermon. So the next thing for me to do is to write, let me check this video. You can see full video on YouTube. So I'm not going to do mine like this. This is what I want to do instead. I will use this YouTube icon here as my own reference to YouTube. I will drag it to the timeline and I will drag it to the end. So I will click on the logo, the icon. I will come to effect control panel. So I'm going to use this my positioning and my scale tool to properly align this icon. So I have properly put this icon where I want it to be. So the next thing for me to do now is to put the place in YouTube where this message can be found, which is Celebration TV. So for me to do that, I will come to my text tool as usual and I will write Celebration TV. So this is the Celebration TV here. I will use my align and transform tool to properly align this text where I want it to be. Okay, I properly align the text. So for me to differentiate this and this, I'm going to change this color to black. So I will need to highlight all the text with Ctrl A, and I will come to this place. I'll come to this my appearance. I will click on this field and I will select this black here. This is it. You can see it's a pure black. Or you write this code 0000060, and I will uncheck my stroke. I don't want to give it a stroke. Okay, you can see now that the title, the logo and every other thing have been placed in a normal way. So let me check right now what next to be done. Let me play this video.
You had an X that you...
Okay, so we can see right now that we are done with every other thing that has been done in this video. So the next thing for us to do now is the caption. So to replicate this kind of caption, we are going to use the software called CapCut. So for you to use this software called CapCut, you need mobile data. Therefore, I look for a way to connect a mobile data into your computer. So the next thing to be done right now is to export this video and import it into our CapCut. So for us to export this video, we'll come to File here. I will come to this Export and Media. As you can see, your format will be in H.264, and this you can leave this like that. And one thing you need to be careful of is where your video is going to be rendered to. So I will click on this place and I can see my video will be saved into this folder. So I know this folder. So if you don't know your folder, you can just search for your folder. So what am I going to do? I'm going to name it main sequence. So I will say save and I will click on export. So we can see your video was exported successfully. So let us go to where our video is and import it to our CapCut. As you can see, this is the video here. So I'm going to bring it down into my CapCut. This is my CapCut here. I will click on new project. I will click on import here and I'll go to where the video is, and this is the video. So all I need to do from here is to bring down this video to my timeline here, and the next thing for me to do is to click on text auto caption. I will change from Chinese to English. English because he is speaking English in this sermon. So we can see now that our caption have been generated. So the next thing for me to do is to come to my caption here and make sure that every single thing that is saying is properly spelled. So I will just click on play.
That you may not like to hear, but listen to me, everybody. If you must serve this God genuinely, you will suffer persecution. If you are going to somewhere, you must go through something. Except you are going nowhere. If you are going to, you must go through.
So we can now see that every single statement are properly being spelled well. So the next thing for me to do is to move this to the center like this. I will come to template here. So and I will search for a template that I will like to use. So I will just scroll down here. I will like to use this template, the one that looks like Apostle Femi Lazarus video. Then I will click on play to see how it looks like.
You must go through.
Okay, it's finally been done well. So the next thing for me to do is to come to basic and reduce this size to 8. So let me see how it displays from the beginning.
The fellowship of his suffering. I'm going to say something here that you may not like to hear, but listen to me, everybody.
So right now, the next thing to do is to export this video. So I will come to my export here and I will change this number to a name, School of God, and I will check the folder that is exporting to. It's exporting to my video here. As you can see my video here. So I will say select folder and I'll say export. So the video has been exported. So let me see, open folder here. Now I can see my video where it's been saved. Okay, yeah, thank you for watching the video from the beginning to the very end. This is all I want to show you in this tutorial. If you have any question concerning this tutorial or the previous one we uploaded, you can use the comment section to ask me any question. I'm available to answer you. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you will not be left out anytime, any day I drop the last episode of this series. Thank you.
The fellowship of his suffering. I'm going to say something here that you may not like to hear, but listen to me, everybody. If you must serve this God genuinely, you will suffer persecution. If you are going to somewhere, you must go through something. Except you are going nowhere. If you are going to, you must go through.